there is a price to pay for being overweight, and I'm not necessarily talking about being financial, although when I've done some research into this topic online, all the videos that came up were just a bunch of Americans talking about their financial stress, and I suppose their healthcare system's a bit messed up, so it's a very valid concern. However, what I'm talking about today isn't necessarily a cost thing, it's more of an experience thing, it's a life thing. And I'm talking about it from a personal point of view as well, because for most of my life I was overweight. I've struggled with my weight, my weight's yo-yoed up and down consistently, and it's something I've always battled. And the cost of being overweight is something that I feel like we don't talk about enough. And I see it with my clients time and time again, because when someone comes to work with me as a personal trainer, they want help losing weight, but initially they don't really know why until I dig a wee bit deeper. So when someone sits down with me, they say, oh yeah, I want to lose weight, I want to, tone up, I want to feel good. And then I just ask them why, and what impact is being overweight having on your day-to-day life? What are you not able to do? What did you used to be able to do that you can't do now? These are deeper questions, and it kind of goes beneath the surface. So I want to lose weight, I want to tone up, I want to feel good. It's just surface level stuff, isn't it, at the end of the day? So it's not until we kind of go deeper and then we ask ourselves, what is my weight in my current situation and how I feel in myself? What is the impact of that having on my life? And the answer to those questions, to me personally, is the true cost of being overweight. Because again, it's not just you walk around and you're feeling uncomfortable, it's the things that we don't do because of our shape. So I know for me personally, and then I'll relate it back to my clients, and then relate it back to you as well, and then I'll pose the question, what is the cost of you yourself not losing weight in the future, and currently today as well? So for me, growing up, my weight kind of defined me. It held me back with confidence, like walking around the streets right now, I never have thought 20 years ago I'd be able to do. It's held me back from, approaching girls, putting myself in situations that I actually wanted to do, like a group of friends going hiking. I'm living in Scotland, so there's tons of beautiful hikes and walks and trails and stuff around here, but back when I was really overweight, my fitness levels were just atrocious. So the thought of me being able to climb a mountain or do something like that, I just didn't put myself in that situation because I was afraid of my friends judging me or me being left behind because everybody else was way fitter than me. So those are the things that kind of happen. I remember one time as well where it was an almost disaster, and I was in Australia. I was backpacking, and the night before, me and a couple of mates got drunk and we booked a skydive. And I remember waking up and going, fuck, I might not actually be able to do this because I'm overweight. And that really played on my mind. So I remember getting to the skydiving place and rocking up and trying to get to the back of the line because we had to get a weigh-in for health and safety. If there's anyone that's overweight, you can't do the jump essentially. So I remember being at the back of the line, everybody else was really skinny or in shape, so they had no concern, but it was almost anxiety inducing, me getting closer and closer and closer to weighing in. And I remember everyone just got on the plane, they were all good. I got on the scale and I think I was 1 kilogram below what I should have been. So I had just made it, but I had almost missed out on an experience of a lifetime, skydiving in Australia, where everybody else that was with me managed absolutely fine. So I remember that so clearly and how that felt. Even just the idea of me not being able to and everybody else going on it, and I'm sitting there going, I can't skydive because I'm overweight. Those are the things that we're paying the price for, essentially. It doesn't even have to be massive things like that. A lot of the people I speak to, they wear the same clothes, they avoid going out because they don't like getting dressed, they don't like getting dressed up, putting fancy clothes on because they don't like how they look in their clothes. So it's having an impact on social occasions, what people are and are not doing with their friends and family. Clothes shopping becomes a nightmare. Even parents, I coach a lot of parents, they don't put themselves in situations where their kids can have a good time necessarily. Like I spoke to someone recently as well who they don't take their kids down to the park because they don't want to be able to run after them because they can't run after their kids. So essentially, it's not just the parents that are paying the price, but it's the kid as well, because mum or dad or whatever is a bit overweight, can't chase after them, can't have fun, is scared in case the kid runs away and the parent can't keep up, and catch them. That's a very valid fear, and I get why you wouldn't want to put yourself in that situation. But again, it's a cost. So when it comes to weight loss, I just feel like that we're all paying a price every day, but it's something that we just accept, isn't it? We don't think about it. Going back to my clients sitting down in that room with me before they sign up. We go through life and we're sort of in a haze, we're in a fog. We're not too sure about how we feel because we're just so used to it. We're almost conditioned to just accept it. And when we're conditioned to accept it, we don't question it. We don't wake up and go, is there a better way? Is there another way to feel? Is there a different way? Because at the end of the day, we're just robots, conditioned to go through life. We wake up, our morning routine's much the same. You might go to the toilet, have a coffee, have some cereal, go to work, take the kids to school, whatever it is, guaranteed 95% of your day, every day is the exact same. So there's no room in that routine for questioning, and there's nothing wrong with that, because you don't know what you don't really know until something happens, and hopefully it's this video where you can start to question things a bit differently and ask yourself, is there a better way, or is how I'm feeling and my weight, is it holding me back from anything? Am I not doing something as a result of how I feel in myself or my confidence levels, and is it tied to my weight and how I look and how I feel in myself? It's worth asking. But yeah, so going below the surface, recognising, I need to lose weight isn't necessarily enough. Go deeper. Go, why do I need to lose the weight? Why have I wanted to lose the weight in the past? Or if you are currently on a weight loss journey, just ask yourself, why? Why am I doing this? And again, go beyond, I want to lose weight, or I want to fit into certain clothes. That's good, because that's one layer deep. But then ask yourself why again. So first layer, why do I want to lose weight? Oh, I just want to feel better. Cool. Why do you want to feel better? Because I'm tired of feeling rubbish in my clothes at work and when I'm out with my friends. Awesome. Why do you feel tired, or why do you want to feel, better in your clothes around your work and your friends? Oh, because when I wear my suit, I need to get an extra size up in my shirt because my buttons are popping out and I can see my belly poking through the buttons. Cool, why is that important for you to change? Oh, because I feel everyone else is in better shape and they have confidence when I stand up in a meeting. That's just an example, you just kind of riffed in there, but that's the thing. You keep going deeper and deeper into the reasons why. And then once you do that once or twice, you shouldn't really be struggling with motivation ever again. I know we're going on a wee bit of a tangent there, but a lot of people come to me as well and they say, I struggle with motivation. If you have a deeper reason and a deeper understanding of why you're on a path and why you want to do something, you shouldn't need to, once you know that reason why, once you know, I want to lose weight because this, and especially if you're bringing your kids into it as well, that becomes a burning desire because you want to enhance their quality of life. You want to be able to take them to the park. You want to be able to run around with them. And not only that, you want to, when they are older, still have a good quality of life yourself. So of course the kids are a big factor, but it always comes back to yourself. Like, you should want to do this for you. So yeah, so those are just some of the hidden costs, and you can have a wee look, and everyone's different, every single body is different in why they want to lose weight, because we've all got different values, we've all got different beliefs, and it's worthwhile just exploring what's important to you. And I know it can be uncomfortable, and I definitely know it can be, because when I've asked these kind of questions in the gym, it's not uncommon for people to get upset talking about it or thinking about it, because unfortunately the reality is we don't look in the mirror, metaphorically of course, and sometimes in real life, people avoid looking in the mirror, they avoid photos altogether, and that's another cost. You're not being in your family photos, but when we avoid looking in that mirror metaphorically, we're hiding from the truth, and we're just putting on a mask every day, and that goes back to about just living in that routine and just living, day to day, not questioning, not being curious, not asking yourself, is there a better way to feel or a better way to go about it? So yeah, I get it can be a bit upsetting talking about it or even thinking about it. But with that comes clarity, and with clarity you can make a change, and you can make a lasting change, because again, that's the reason why you want to do this. You want to make a lasting change. You don't want to, wake up 5, 10, 20 years down the line and go, nothing's different. I'm in the exact same position as I was back then, only I don't stay the same, or we don't stay the same. We get worse and worse, and things deteriorate quite quickly. So there's 3 things that we can do, 3 paths we can take, which is quite cool because we just came to a wee crossroads there, or a wee divergent, which is nicely timed, all part of the plan of videoing. So 3 paths, 2 are familiar and 1 is going to change your life. Path number 1 is you continue sitting, waiting and thinking, and ultimately you do nothing, which leads to nothing happening. Your confidence doesn't change, your body shape doesn't change, you don't change, your situation just continues, which, done over a long enough period of time will lead to the second path, which is so the first one I like to call the amber path. You stay on the amber path too long, you go into the red path, which is a downward trajectory where things continue on a downward spiral, things deteriorate, and the unpleasantness and the cost that we're all paying for being overweight continues, but it gets worse. What I encourage all my clients to do, and the path I help them get on, is the green path. So rather than being on the amber or the red, they go into the green path, which is the path of transformation. It's a path of change. It's a path of having these conversations and asking the hard questions, and no longer hiding from the mirror, because again, once you're looking in the mirror, you get very real with yourself, and from there, that's when you can make the changes at a deeper level, because hey, I'm doing this because of this. So yeah, hopefully we can all get on that green path and stay there, because life's too short to continually keep paying the price of being overweight. When it comes to our money, we're very frugal. We're, for the most part, quite good with our money. We know how to budget, we make sure we've got enough money set aside for rent or bills or whatever. But when it comes to our health, that's when things change. That's when we don't really question it too much, but there is a cost. And hopefully this wee video has just opened up your eyes and opened up your mind to exploring that cost. Because I remember for the most part of 20 years, I was definitely paying the price. And then having lost the weight, and now coaching and teaching people to lose the weight themselves, it's definitely an interesting scenario. It's definitely an interesting way to do it. But yeah, we don't have to continue paying the price. So yeah, hopefully you found value in that. Bit different to my usual video, bit of grounded walking and talking as I get my morning walk in, and the scenery has been awesome as well. Saw a couple of cool birds. So if you found this video useful, you're going to find this video equally useful as well.